Hello guys, this is Jacko from Muddy Tiger Outdoors, and today I have another really cool item that I recently added onto my rucksack. This is what I'm going to be carrying from now on, and I'm very excited to show you the Snugpak all-weather shelter. This is a very cool shelter that I recently discovered. This is a brand that I didn't know it existed about a year ago. And you know, in the last few months I've been kind of discovering Snugpak, and you know, I got one of their sleeping bags, the jungle bag, and I was very surprised with the quality of the bag, the materials used, and basically the way it's designed and put together. It's pretty nice. It's good to see, especially in these days that there's a lot of problems with quality control with you know, a lot of companies out there. But anyway, so yeah, I acquired this shelter, and you know, I took it out yesterday. I started playing with it, and I'm definitely happy with the way this shelter is coming out. So let me take it out, and I'm going to show you what it's all about. It's basically a 10 by 10 tarp. I'll tell you about the materials, I'll tell you about the features, and let me just kind of set up a ridge line and set it up as a basic shelter, and I'll show you all about it. Now, before I drape the shelter over the ridge line that I just set up, I want to show you what's inside of this little bag. This little bag is also part of the kit, or part of the tarp, which comes in a square or rectangular container. I didn't bring the container out because I like to have it, you know, with the stuff sack. That's kind of a very nice option, that not only they give you a carrying case or a carrying container, but they also give you a stuff sack, optional stuff sack to put your stuff in. So it comes with 8 aluminum alloy stakes, and one of the most pleasant surprises about this tarp is that they actually give you 4 real paracord guy lines, and these are awesome. These are actually 7-strand, the real deal paracord. So I'm very happy to see that, because most of the tarps that you get out there, they give you, you know, fairly strong cordage, but it's not as good as paracord. I'm a big fan of paracord, and obviously it matches the color of the tarp. So let's get it put on the ridge line and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's the Snugpak all-weather shelter, and right now, like I said, I have it in a very traditional or very simple I guess diagonal or diamond configuration, and the wind is kind of picking up from that angle, so it's kind of moving it a little bit. But of course it has the little tensioners on the paracord lines or guidelines, so you know, it's definitely very easy to adjust, very easily you know, configured the way you want it, you know, slack, no slack, whatever you prefer. So I'm going to take you around and show you some of the cool features of this tarp. Alright, so first I'm going to take you to this right here, and this is one of the 13 that I counted attachment points, and these are very well stitched. They're very strong, they're very thick, so there's definitely no worries there that it's gonna get ripped. And of course it has some grommets in all 4 corners, the major corners. But these little tie outs here, they're all over the place. You've got some on the top, and a lot of them in the edges of the tarp. So you know, there's definitely a lot of options to set up the shelter, no doubt about it. The other thing is, you know, like I mentioned before, all these little guidelines provided, they're actual paracord. So that was one of my most pleasant surprises there, because you know, I don't know any other manufacturers that provide actual 7-strand 550 paracord. So excellent job there. The lighting is probably not going to show it, but the tarp itself, it has a very nice tone, very nice color. It almost gives you kind of like a chameleon effect. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, in different shades and different lights, or in different light conditions, it shows you a different color. It almost looks kind of like slightly metallic, or kind of like some of those beetles or bugs that, you know, sometimes they change colors, and I'm trying to capture it, but I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. Very nice color. When I was playing with it yesterday, it almost looked kind of brownish with the lighting there. But yeah, very nice finish of the tarp. Now this tarp is made out of 210T Rip-Stop nylon. So definitely very good material. Very durable, very strong, very wind resistant, water resistant. Now, if I turn this over, I'm going to show you some of the seams there. And those seams are taped sealed. There's no water coming through there. They're double stitched, and it looks very strong. And of course, all of the seams are taped. Excuse the wind. So awesome shelter. There's one more tie out up at the top, and I don't know if you can see the rest of the center line of the tarp. It's got those awesome tie outs. Now they offer this one in coyote brown, I believe, but I kind of like this one because it kind of matches most of the other stuff that I have, my pack. And you know, if you kind of see it in the long distance, you can almost not see it because it's very well camouflaged. One of the very cool features is, look at these. The tarp has these little snaps all over the place. So you basically have the option to close this in very different setups. Or you can also turn this into a bivvy and sleep on the ground and just kind of close it up like an envelope. And you'll be able to sleep if you don't have time to set it up, or if there's no trees. You can very easily set it up as a ground shelter with those snaps. All right, so here we have the tarp in a more or another very traditional setup, the A-frame. And I tell you what, the guidelines, you know, having those little adjustment points or little tie outs definitely make a difference, because right now the wind is picking up and the wind is coming from back there. So having the ability to, you know, put a little tension here and loosen up there definitely makes a difference to making a very good shelter. Now, this being a 10 by 10 tarp, it definitely gives you a lot of space. So let me take you around for this setup. All right, so just kind of a side view. And as you can hopefully tell, I don't know if the lighting is going to be good, you've got a ton of space in here with the 10 by 10 option. Great little shelter. And I hope the camera can pick up that that color change there, because it has that's a very nice, very visually attractive feature. The finish they put on it. A lot of room there. Of course, you can make the walls get a little or drip down a little lower, almost touching the ground. There's those little snaps that I was talking about. Great tarp. So I'm over here at the very opposite edge of the inside of the shelter area, and you know, a lot of space. I would easily say you can fit 2 people with hammocks, and you could probably fit about 3, 4, maybe even 5 people pushing it. You know, being a 10 by 10, you know, it's definitely big. It's very spacious, especially with this configuration right here, the simple wide A-frame. You can probably lay about 4 people like this, or about 3 or 4 like this. So great option. Alright, so here we have yet another option for the shelter. This is very spacious. If the wind's coming from that direction, from the back, it's perfect because the wind is not going to bother you. If the rain's coming from back there, and you only need 1 tree for this setup, so you got plenty of space there for your mat, for your gear, for 2 or 3 more people. You know, all you need is your sleeping bag, and that's about it. So great, versatile, you know, super functional tarp. Let me show you around. Alright, so here's what it looks like from the top. We're pretty much utilizing all the stakes provided just to kind of give extra support from the wind. The wind's coming from all directions right now, so it's just, if I don't anchor it very well, then I'll be flapping all over the place. You can tell it's only attached to that tree there. Awesome diamond configuration. And see, the wind is coming from that direction now, from the front of the tarp, and that thing is moving, but it's staying put because it's very, very well made. The attachment points are very strong, and of course the stakes are very well into the ground. So excellent setup. And I just realized I actually put it upside down. You can see the seam here, the sealant for the seam. The underside of the tarp is what should be the top, but that's not a problem at all. So now if you wanted to, you could also anchor these down to keep them from flapping with the provided guidelines. So that's another option there. Excellent little shelter. Alright guys, so this is the last type of shelter that I'm going to show you that you can do with this tarp, or any tarp for that matter. I don't know what this is called, but this is something that I very recently started doing. I've just kind of been playing with it. It almost looks like a tent, and obviously you can use this. It's perfect for a tarp if you don't have any trees around you, if you don't have anything to hang a ridge light on, or if you don't have anything to attach the tarp onto. But you know, it's a little bit more complicated. It requires a little bit more finagling. Maybe you'll be able to tell, but I have about 10 stakes all around the tarp with all those attachment points. And then I have 3 tie-outs. One for the center, right here, attached to a stake, and 2 on either side, just to kind of keep the opening and also give you a little bit of a hood in case it starts raining. There's definitely not water coming in from the top. And that's what the inside looks like. You could also, you know, tense it up a little bit more, pull it a little tighter, and make more space there. But there's enough space there for, I would say, probably about 3 people. Very comfortable with gear and everything. The camera is not going to do a very good job at showing you the space in there, but all you have to have is basically just a stick, or if you use trekking poles, that's all you need. And everything else comes with the tarp as far as making this shelter possible. So very, very good option there. And I mean, you obviously need something to keep you from the ground, like a ground sheet or something like that. You're probably wondering how much does all this weigh. So the kit comes with obviously the tarp, 4 guidelines with the little tensioners, line tensioners here. It comes with 8 aluminum alloy stakes, and it comes with a little carrying pouch, 2 carrying pouches actually, one for the tarp and another one for the stakes and the guidelines. All of that together weighs 35 ounces, so that is very, very lightweight. For me, that I've been trying to reduce the weight of my pack, it's definitely a go-to tarp, because 35 ounces, it's really not a whole lot. It's very, very light, very durable material, very well built, double stitched everywhere, and of course you've got your seams, they're all taped sealed. So you know, for 35 ounces, that's not bad at all. Now there's different prices everywhere, but I can tell you most of the prices that I've seen around, it's a very reasonably priced tarp. You know, for what it is, for what it looks like, for what it does for you, you know, that's really not a bad price at all. So I'm going to put a link to the one of the places where you can find this tarp. So I'll put this on the description below, and you can click on it and just take a look. Just take a look at the specs, see if you like it or not. Great, great little feature. Look at that. Just snap them together, and you don't have to worry about folding it or the wind flapping it everywhere. If it does, it stays folded in half. So there you go, guys, the Snugpak all-weather shelter. It's definitely going into my pack from now on. So if you're interested to seeing you know, this one in action, you know, me camping with it or doing overnighters, just using it out on the trail, definitely subscribe. You know, I do a lot of hiking videos, and you know, I try to upgrade my gear. I try to get, you know, something lighter, something that I see it's a little bit better. And this is definitely one of those things that it's an upgrade to what I already have. So definitely going into my pack from now on. So I hope you guys like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Muddy Tiger Outdoors. Please feel free to leave a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.